Merry Christmas, everyone! Happy Halloween, everyone! Happy Valentine's Day, everyone! Happy vidIQ Day, everyone! Today's video is all about this. Whatever that means. Hello everyone, welcome back to vidIQ, the service whose sole purpose in life is to get you more views in less time. And today's video is all about a topic that, if executed correctly, is pretty much guaranteed to get you more views. It's called Tentpole programming, and this is how it works. To illustrate this best, we'll need to enlist the help of your classic everyday bell curve. As a scheduled event approaches, interest begins to peak. Therefore, you as a video creator should be publishing content just before interest peaks to allow it to gain traction. Let's take a couple of broad examples first. With vidIQ's keyword inspector, you can view interest over time. So if we search for the term Christmas over a 1-year time frame, there is one obvious peak in interest every year, and we know exactly when that's going to happen. Now you can apply this concept to pretty much any fixed event in the calendar and get the same result. What's more, things associated with the event will get these same Tentpole treatments, such as and of course, if this is an annual event, that makes it an even more enticing topic because it's a repeat Tentpole opportunity. But what we've shown you so far are things that anybody would make content for: Christmas, Halloween, Valentine's Day. So let's make it specific to your field of interest. If you're into sports, the world goes tennis crazy for 2 weeks every summer when Wimbledon starts. If you're into tech, Apple's new iPhone is always the highlight of the year. If television is your thing, when shows are in season, interest always peaks, with The Walking Dead being a recent super trend. And if fashion is up your street, there's always the biannual shows to hang your stylish hat on. Now, Tentpole programming isn't limited to just recurring events. Movies, for example, have one fixed release date. But there may be several opportunities to make content, such as the first teaser trailer, the first full trailer, and the full release of a film. As long as you know these dates ahead of time, you can schedule content around them for maximum exposure. As a YouTube Jedi Master once said, YouTube instincts you'll need. Now you do have to be careful not to mix up Tentpole events with trending topics. Nobody could have ever imagined, for example, that fidget spinners would become the biggest craze of 2017. Interest grew organically, and by the time you heard about them, YouTube was most likely saturated with fidget spinner videos anyway. With any topic, the key to successful content is to publish it just before interest peaks, and with Tentpole programming, that makes it much easier to predict when that will happen. Of course, any video creator with a bit of savvy is going to know that, so it's up to you to research the topics, nail down those tags, titles and descriptions, and produce the best content you possibly can. Now for a more detailed case study on how yours truly managed to triple channel watch time by creating a single Tentpole video, make sure to check out the videos on screen now. As for finding Tentpole events that are relevant, well, that's where you're going to have to use your research skills. This, for example, is a list of major world sporting events in 2017. Twitter often posts monthly event calendars too, with how many tweets they have generated in the past. Because there are so many things going on in the world, it's almost impossible to find a list that suits an individual. So you'll have to make one yourself, stick it in a calendar application, and have it remind you a week or so before the event happens so you can produce some content about it. And of course, I like to think of the vidIQ community as a sharing one. So if you know of any Tentpole event resources, let us know in the comments below, and I will add it to the video description. That's it for this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want more tools, tips, guides and video making stuff, then subscribe to vidIQ. Enjoy the rest of your video making day. Bye for now.
Happy Valentine's Day, mon ami.